Guys, I'm here. It's Fern-E. Welcome back to the daily vlog. Today's video is going to be super short. It's more of like a story time today because I had a really bad time at my mother's house. She was not, I would say, playing ball with everybody. And it's hard to say that she was wrong because I don't even know who was wrong because I wasn't awake during when all this happened. But you guys all saw yesterday's vlog and kind of know what went on, or can only assume. There were some discrepancies with Dee and my mom, and it's hard for them to like really truly understand each other because they don't speak the same language. My mom speaks English, but she sometimes misinterprets some things negatively, and Dee doesn't understand absolutely. She understands very little Spanish, so there's a communication barrier. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a communication barrier between both of them. This is something that has been going on already for quite a bit. I mean, Dee does her best to behave, and I know she gets upset, and she's entitled to her grievances and complaints, and she does, and she complains to me about them. But yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of this has been building up over the last 2 years with them, and I guess they just weren't they're just two people that ain't compatible, you know. And don't get me wrong, I love my mother and I love Dee, and I want to be on good terms with both people because these are people that I need in my life. These are people that I must have in my life to continue on, to be happy. Just a little background, so you guys know. My mom is all I have. My mom is the only family that I have, that I even talk to. So, I mean, I have a bigger family, and but more of my immediate family. I don't talk to my dad. I haven't seen my dad in over 10 years. I haven't talked to my two brothers. I have one younger and one older brother, and I don't talk to them because they are by far the most difficult people to deal with. The younger one I haven't seen quite a bit of years. He left and he never came back. He never turned around. He left for some odd reason that he was upset with me or my mom, or I don't know. It's hard to tell with that guy. And the older guy, I had to get a restraining order on that guy. So. And that guy no longer is in our life as well, and he's not allowed to be in our lives because he just doesn't. He needs to get his life straight before he can continue on. I just want him to get his life straight. But whatever. I tell you that to tell you this: that my mom is the only family that I have. And it really hurts me when my family, because I have my own family, my wife, my kid, and my wife doesn't get along with my mother, and my mother is the only mother I'm going to have, and she's the only mother of my child that I'm going to have, because that's my boy. My boy is number one. Anything, first and foremost, everything that I do in life is for him. It's for my boy Matthew. I do anything for him. It pains me sometimes, and I get those intrusive thoughts in my head that somebody does something to my son, or if I see something on the news where they're harming kids, I fucking it disturbs me, and it pisses me off, dude. Hurting children is by far the worst thing you could do anything to, but that's besides the point. I do anything for my son. I do anything for my son, and anything I do is for his benefit, and it's for his safety, and so that he has a better life, so that I had it, so that he can have the life I didn't have. Every father, I believe, and every father, and if you're a dad out there, you're going to probably say the same, that you would do anything for your son to better his life. You want a better life than what you had. I mean, my life was all right. Now looking back, I see that it was lacking, and it was very difficult. And I had issues, a lot of telltale signs, a lot of things happening that I should have seen, but since with the little knowledge that I had as a little kid, I couldn't decipher exactly what was going on. And now I see it. And now I don't want that for my son. I want my son to be able to have his parents, to be happy. Whatever he does, I will support and accept him. And I hope that he, as a young man, will learn to accept some of the knowledge I have to give him. And then he takes it serious from me. Because I don't want him to be like, I don't listen to nobody, even though I am that fucking person where I don't like to listen to anybody. But it's also kicked me in the ass before. And it's probably why I'm in the situation I am now, where I don't listen to anybody and I do everything on my own. I do everything for myself. And now I understand my parents. I understand my mother. She also is like that. She likes to do everything herself. She doesn't need help. She's so tough and she wants to do everything herself. She needs to be more, and I need to change too, I guess. Be more willing to let people help me and accept people's advice that they offer to me. Don't think everything's like everything people tell me that I did think is back ass words. I think it's stupid, and I shouldn't. I should be really like thinking about what they say, and does that pertain to me? Can I use this advice in my daily life? And if I can use it, I will take it and I will, plant it into my personal life to better myself. If that's so what it does. I'm just talking out loud. I'm just saying this, but I just want a family. I want my mom. Now that I don't even have my father around, I don't have my mother around, I don't have my brothers around. I don't have anything from my past life when I was young. I don't have anything. Now, just a little backstory about what the situation was and what happened over there. I can only tell you exactly what I experienced and what I know. So I know that Dee and my mom have been like kind of bickering, but like kind of like smart assing each other. Like she'll say something smart or negative, and then Dee will also say something smart or negative. And then they fight, and they fight, and they do it when I'm not looking, when I'm not around. They do that when I'm not around. So it's hard to say because, personally, I know what I got. Yo sé lo que tengo. I know that sometimes Dee gets a little bit attitudey, and she snaps at people. And I also know that my mom also gets a little attitudey and snaps at people. And I know my mom is. I've come to find out my mom's a very negative person. She's like straight up. She like everything I talk to her about, anything I say that maybe I bring up as in a positive light, she will always shoot it down, say it's negative. I don't like it. Everything's negative with this lady, and I've grown to accept that. That's my mom, and I accept my mom for who she is. But it's starting to take a toll on me. It's starting to affect my life the way how her negativity is just jamming up my life right now, and I don't like it. I wish I could just want peace. I feel like Rodney King, man. Why can't we all just get along? So what happened was that they were arguing. I wasn't feeling good on Saturday. It was like before we ate dinner, I was already getting like kind of lightheaded, and my heart rate was already like kind of like up and down. And I assumed I was kind of like attributing it all to the elevation, because where my mom lives, it's a higher elevation. And my body's not used to it because I don't live there anymore. I don't live there every day. So my body's used to living here where I live now, and it's a lower elevation. And it's not the same, and I thought my heart was beating fast because of that. I think it was just because of the stress and them bickering, because I could hear them, but I was not bothering them. I'll let them, they'll figure it out for themselves, because when they get involved, it just gets worse. So I wasn't feeling great. After I ate dinner, I was okay, but I still did not feel 100%. So I went and took my blood pressures, and I took some blood pressure medication, and I laid down for a nap, because I really was tired, because I had woken up really early on that Saturday morning. So I was up from like, let's say 4:30 or 5 a.m. I was already up, and I had been up for a while, and we left early, and I got everything ready, So needless to say, I was tired, and by that time I took a nap. So I took a nap. And then I'm rudely awakened, maybe like a couple hours later, and Dee comes in the room. And she's like, she's asking for help. She's coming to complain to me about my mom, like this, your mom this and that. Your mom told me to leave. She wants me to leave. She doesn't want me here. She said, oh, okay, then I'll go tell. She said, I'll go tell Fern-E. She said, no, you leave. And that's what Dee told me. So I was like, what? I was like, already getting up and already starting to get palpitations because I got up and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I get up and I go, like, okay, so I hear Dee out and I hear her story. I hear what she has to say. Okay, well, just stay here. Let me go talk to her. Let me see what's going on. So I go talk to her. And same thing. She's starting to tell me that ever since she got here this weekend, she's been super rude. Ever since last weekend, too, when she was here for Christmas and New Year's, she was being rude and snappy. I'm just going like, well, you were being snappy too. I hear you guys. You guys fight all the time. You guys are arguing, and you do when I'm not watching you or when you think I'm not hearing anything. But I hear you guys. You know, I just wasn't awake for this one, so I didn't know exactly what happened. So it's like trying to, and then both of their stories are kind of conflicting. So her story says that she told her like go and get the hell out of here, and then she's saying that Dee told her fuck you, and that wasn't the case. She just said, well, I'm gonna get the fuck out, which is not the same thing. She was upset, yes, she said fuck, but nowhere did she say fuck you. At least I don't think Dee would do that. If Dee said that, and it would just make me upset. But since I don't know exactly what happened, I can't even tell them anything. I can't like be upset or say, don't fucking say that to my mother, or don't say that to my fucking wife, because I don't know, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, because that also has bit me in the ass. I hate people that fucking assume shit, and I hate people that jump to conclusions, because you don't know. You have to ask questions. You know. So after all that, I talked to my mom again. I argued with her, and I told her pretty much. I told Deanna the same thing. You know, nowhere is it anybody's fucking right to argue with each other. You guys have a problem, and like I told my mom, if you have a problem with Deanna, you come fucking talk to me. You fucking tell me, and you don't go and fight with her. Just stop arguing with her and go talk to me, and tell me what the fuck's going on. And then I can go off of that. But the arguing was not it. She just wanted to argue. And same thing goes for Deanna. If Deanna has a problem with my mom, and usually Deanna is really good about coming and telling me like she did right away. She went to come argue with and let me know and complain to me about my mom's arguments. I really feel if I don't relax and calm down, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. Sincerely, my chest is still hurting a little bit. My chest is still kind of hurting, and my heart rate's still kind of pretty elevated since I've come back from my mom's. I just took my blood pressure just a bit ago, and it was slightly higher than it usually is in this time of the afternoon, but not enough to warrant a blood pressure pill. I will take a blood pressure pill before I go to bed because it'll probably be up again. So, you know, at a certain point, I have to think about myself. I have to think about my health and what's happening with me. And I only worry because, everybody has what they want. Everybody wants something, and everybody's selfish, you know. So, what I want, if everybody's going to be selfish, I'm going to be selfish too. And all I want is to live a long life. And that's for my son. My son has me for most of his life, at least until he becomes a man. I want to be around until my son becomes a fucking man and is able to take care of himself. I'm not having any more kids. I have one son. One son. I can't have any more. I'm fucking 40 years old. I'm 41 years old. I'm turning fucking 42 in fucking 3 months. Time is not on my side. I have to take care of myself. I will say though that this vlog is gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like a therapy thing, and I'm gonna continue doing this every single day, even if it's like a little chat like this. I think we could do it. Like And I will vlog everything that happens on during my day if possible. Because I will, because I have to, because I want to. Because I want to document this. And I want to document my success to a better life. And I think I'm gonna try so fucking hard this year. So hard to become the man I want to be and the man that my family needs me to be. Yeah, that's all I can. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. In conclusion, I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. I already see it's like a 17-minute video of me just talking in front of a camera. You know, I don't know if people enjoy that type of content, but I just want to kind of spew my experience and what happened and how I feel. And I feel heartbroken. Sad. I love my mom, dude. I love my mom so much. And I accept her for who she is and how negative she is. I can deal with her. I can deal with her. I can deal with my mother, but other people can't, and it's hard. And she doesn't make it hard because I also need other people in my life. I need Dee. Dee's a big support. She supports me in almost everything I do on a daily with a positive attitude. Doesn't give me shit about the shit I do, like the fucking shit I collect or the YouTube video or the video games I play that so entertain me and keep me sane. Especially now since I'm not smoking anymore. And I used to be a really big smoker. I've been smoking for most of my life, probably a good 20, 25 years I've been smoking. It was and I'm not saying I smoked cigarettes for a while too, but that was a very short time in my life, but most of the time I've been smoking THC. And I don't care if I share with you guys. You guys are the fam, and I really don't care, but it's my personal thing. But I'm done with it. I needed to stop it. I knew that I would stop that in some time, and that day has come. No more smoking. No more eating salty stuff. Watch my BPM, watch my heart rate, watch my weight. And I think that's what I want for me. And I think that's what this whole, vlog series is going to be based on. My house. Yeah, of course we're going to go places. We're going to go to theme parks. We're going to go traveling. We're going to go to the store. Wherever we can find some fun that me and Dee enjoy, that's where we'll be, taking my son, having fun in the sun. The only thing I hope for at the end of all this, that maybe she finds herself and her peace. I'm talking about my mother. Finds her peace and realizes that it does not help, nor is it a very healthy to be this negative with everything and everything that somebody says. Sometimes I feel like my mom doesn't really listen to me whenever I tell her advice. She will rarely listen to me. She listens more to my older brothers, which don't help right on. But I feel like she does that because I look the most like my father. I look the most like him. I even have freaking mustache, which I never had a mustache, but all of a sudden I grew a mustache. And I look most like my dad, and I really feel she hates me because she dislikes me because I look like my father, and I can't help that. I cannot help that. All I can do is not be the same man that my father was and be better and be a better father. Yeah, but I think that's not my chest because I'm upset, I'm a little heartbroken. But I probably won't see my mom for a while. I hope she still reaches out. And when she reaches out, I hope it's not negative. right, guys. I'll see you guys later. It's been 22 minutes. We gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another vlog. Peace out.